Hi Sarah, hi Jeremy, it's Aunt Carla. I just wanted to post some pictures and share them with you of pics of your dad and our parents and myself and that I found when I was sorting through some stuff today. And there's your dad and Mama. There he is, a little guy with Papa. Now they lived for the first 5 years or so of his life in an apartment in downtown Detroit. As he got older, they lived other places. This is him shortly after he was born, and he had to have a surgery for something, and this is him recuperating at home. Isn't he pretty, baby? There he is with Papa, and that was taken at Cranbrook. I think, what's it called? Cranbrook Institute of Arts or something. I'm not sure what it was. But we would go out there sometimes for Sunday rides. There's Papa feeding him. There's your dad playing with a little train. Now he was the only child for almost 5 years until I came around. And so he got to, a lot of these pics are just him and the parents. There's Papa and him. Looks like they're on a bridge or something somewhere. I think, this was when your dad was in the service, I believe, after boot camp or something. I think he was home and he got wisdom teeth taken out, or he was sick with the flu. I think it was wisdom teeth, though. And yeah, he was not feeling good right there. There he is playing a little guitar or ukulele. Very cute. This is Mama and me and him dressed up for Easter. I don't remember Mama ever going to church with us as kids, as little kids anyway. But maybe we did. I don't know. This again was at Cranbrook, and Mama and your dad and me, and I look a little bit like, what's his name? Napoleon Dynamite right there. Mama used to love to roll my hair on spoolies, even though it was naturally curly, and make it even more curly. Same thing here. She's kind of got this hair thing going. But this is us at another Easter. There's your dad laying on the back of a couch. I love these old pictures with the chintz and the kind of wallpaper that they put up back then. And there's your dad, and that's a chenille bedspread that's hanging behind his crib. Look at his pretty little teeth just shining. And there's your dad with a kitty cat, and this was in Tennessee with some cousins. And he's the one in the dark right there. I always thought he looked like Desi Arnaz right there. There he had a little car. So like I said, when he was a little kid and he was the only child, of course, he got some nice presents there. He probably got quite a bit less once I came along. There he's smiling, really cute. Yeah, Mama and Papa like to make this little blackboard thing, and they would write both our birthdays on it. Usually set it on a table, but there your dad was 3 years old. Must have had a goldfish in the back, I think. Huh. I didn't know they had goldfish. Okay, here he is, learning to crawl. What a pretty boy. And there he is with his military garb on, his little guy. There's Papa and holding him up on the bridge. A very young Papa there. I think he looks pretty dapper. There's your dad in his buckskins. I think this was outside of Proud Lake, just outside of Detroit. This is him in what was called a baby butler, which was, I guess, pretty fancy for back then. Aunt Kathy, she picked up one, or your cousin Kathy, picked up one of those at a yard sale for her baby Ashlyn, and it looked almost identical to the one your dad had. I think your dad's was yellow and blue, or yellow and green, and Kathy's was red. Okay, there's your dad, and he's in the winter. He's got his buckskins on, he's got his fringe boots, his coon hat, his muzzle loader, and that's our dog Jeb. And there's your dad with me. Summertime. I'm wearing a sunsuit. He's wearing shorts. My protective big brother right there. I always thought that was cute of him here. He reminded me kind of like the old Andy Griffith things with little Opie. Wear a little pair of dungarees, they called them. They didn't call them blue jeans. And a little t-shirt. And they always had their hair spiffed up like that. Always parted, and they'd put hair gel or something, whatever was back then, Brill cream or whatever it was called. Whatever the dads used. And this was down near the Guyton School in Detroit where we were renting a place. He's got a hat that has flaps over the ears. There he is in his little garb again. He's got his rifle. Sweet boy. There's another one at Proud Lake. This was at Guyton School. And your dad's at the back towards the blackboard, the one in the middle. Some of his little friends. Two girls dressed to go to scout meeting. There's your dad and his friend, let's see, his name was Eugene. Gene something. You'll have to ask him who that was. But that was his good buddy. He always looked up to your dad. Your dad looks like he's clearing his throat or something. But dressed for ROTC. And they're in downtown Detroit. And there is when we lived on, that was Lakeview, I think, or East Lawn. I'm not sure. But that was the first house that our parents owned. And there's your dad, dressed for ROTC. That's at that same house that's back in the backyard. And he's, I don't know, I think he's cleaning his gun or he's loading it or something. I don't know. He was in the front yard, and that's where he's wearing his Civil War kepi cap and his suspenders. That shirt he's wearing, he got the pattern from someplace, and one of my girlfriend's moms, who was a seamstress, Mama paid her to, I guess Mama sewed the shirt, but she paid her to make the buttonholes for this because she didn't have a buttonholer on her machine. And that was me and my brother, and he's letting me hold his sword there, and there's Jeb watching us. And there's your dad taking aim. Another wintertime picture. He did love his hobby, which was his vocation. He loved that. He loved anything to do with that. And this was his room. How he had it kind of decked out. This was the room he was in before he went off to the service, I think. I can't remember. It's all starting to fade a little bit and blend. But those were some of his guns, Papa's guns, and how he decorated things and stuff. Yeah. But I just thought you might want to see these. I'm going to make one more little video. I found some pictures of you two, and I'm going to show you what those are. I'm going to be looking through more pictures, but I wanted you to at least see this one's of your dad. And yeah, sweet guy. I love him. I know you guys do. And I hope you enjoyed seeing him. And yeah, it just reminds me of my big brother. And there he was in school. Aww. And when I was in kindergarten, that's the only year that we were in the same school together. After that, he went on to junior high. And I just moved up through elementary. And then he went on to high school. And then I moved into the junior high he had been at. So we never were in school again after kindergarten. So, for me, kindergarten. But yeah, so I like seeing him right there. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and we will talk to you later. Bye.